Hello. Okay, so do you know if there are free radicals in your DIY herbal medicines? So usually I'm full of sunshine and delicious herbal recipes, but I have to bring this one up. So I've been thinking long and hard about how to say this in a good way that everybody will benefit from. You know, I like to help people, I like to nurture, I like people to feel good. And so this video is shot in that spirit, okay? So here's the thing. All the social media posts of herbal medicines being made, which there are a lot of, the thing is, I can take one look at an infusing herbal oil and tell how it was made, if it was made with the optimum extraction method for that part of the plant, whether it's fresh or dry, if it should have been fresh or dry, and if the shelf life of that oil is going to be as long as it should be. So that might sound like I'm bragging, but it's just what happens when you've been supplying herbal oils to food co-ops, massage therapists, clients, students, starting in 1987. So let's get back to the free radical thing because it's super important and I don't see it being talked about really anywhere. So whether you contribute to free radical damage with an herbal oil-based product, that can be a body oil, a salve, a lip balm, a slather, a body butter, it all depends on shelf life, okay? So shelf life, how important is it? So if you use an herbal oil that starts to turn bad prematurely, what it means is that you increase the free radical damage in your body, which I'm sure is not anyone's intention when they reach for a natural body care product, right? So free radical damage, it's a big topic, right? But I mean, in a nutshell, a really small nutshell, it contributes to aging and illness, and it's not something you want to do, right? Especially with your natural remedies. So let me ask you a question. Do you make your herbal oils with shelf life as the priority of why you choose to make your oil in one way or another, right? So here is why I'm bringing this up. There are hundreds of how-to instructions for herbal oils, salve, lip balm, lotions, all over YouTube and the internet and blogs in large online and in-person herbal courses. There's always, usually a how-to module or a section on herbal-infused oils. However, nobody is teaching the big why behind why you would choose to use fresh or dried or wilted plant, or what are the questions that go into deciding which carrier oil, if alcohol is necessary, what is the optimum steeping time, and what I am all about is which method gives you the most effective extraction for each plant, okay? So it isn't that herb schools aren't awesome, because many of them are. I mean, I went to a few of them. It's just that I have focused so much more on the oils for 30 plus years, not only making them, but I have thousands of hours of using them. I have experienced firsthand which oils can cause reactions, which oils can be used by anyone, and when you do not want to use herbal oils that a lot of people aren't talking about, and why, and everything in between, okay? So just stick with me for a minute and take a moment. And even if you're just starting out and haven't made any herbal oils yet, this is a good place to be starting, okay? So just take a moment and think about, why is it that you make your herbal oils in a certain way? Okay, often it's because, it's how you learn to do it. It's a totally forgiving art. You've had some good results. Maybe you've even been lucky enough and aren't part of the hit or miss or science project club with some of your oil projects. Not totally sure why this batch did fill in the blank. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I know. I started making herbal oils when there was no information, no Google, no Etsy, no nothing. I have made every mistake possible. I just had the good fortune to have a teacher that taught me how to make herbal medicines using the US Pharmacopoeia standards, and that is kind of not really out there in the mainstream herbal blogging world yet. And so I was able to apply this century or more old herbal knowledge to my oil making very early on. And so I've been really able to integrate the whole thing in a really unique way. And so the other big question for you is, can you tell when your oils are starting to go bad? Starting, okay? So once they've gone bad, I mean, most people can kind of figure that one out, but can you tell when they're starting to go bad? Okay? That is what I teach my students. And so do you have a framework for each plant so that every oil is made with shelf stability first in mind? Shelf stability first in mind. Okay, shelf stability first, optimum potency extraction method second. Okay, so the thing is, herbal oils are amazing. They're amazing. You know, I have them everywhere. They're in my car, they're in every room in my house. And they are a forgiving medicine making technique. And I don't like to call any herbal medicine mediocre, right? I don't want to offend anyone. I like to take care and make people feel good, remember? But the truth is that even mediocre salves and body butters, they work miracles, right? So if you're using your oils for like lip balms and all-purpose salves, okay, that's okay, you know, that's good. But if you're trying to really take care of something like pain, inflammation, breast health, recovery from radiation, burns, you know, and the hundreds of other things that the oils take care of, you want to know the why, not just the how-to, but the why behind the oil making techniques that you're using. You want to know without hesitation that your oils will do the very best for someone, okay? So I just want us to step back for a minute. I'm not blaming or, you know, I just want us to, as herbal medicine makers, to step back for a minute. And so a lot of people have seen some of my free workshops. Maybe you have, you know, you've gotten a taste for what's possible. You know, I've shown a couple like unique, you know, methods that most people don't know about, the intermediary solvent technique, you know, and so, but the thing is, I want us to think about how we approach our herbal medicine making. Kind of like, you know, when you first start studying herbs, we studied in the same mindset that so many of us grew up in, like, you know, symptom suppression. Oh, I have a headache, I take this pill. No, I have a headache, let's take this herb instead. No. So basically what that is just applying an allopathic mindset onto herbal medicine, right? And you know, we have to get beyond that. And then when you start understanding the energetics of the herbs, the why, the root causes, it becomes a much more comprehensive, holistic process, right? So it's kind of the same thing with the oils, making the oils. The oils are so cool and so exciting, but only by understanding why, what is behind what you're doing, you know, the why that goes into the carrier oil choice, the alcohol addition or not, fresh, dried, or should you even bother with wilted? Which part of the plant? How long to steep? Solar infusion or no sun? Crockpot or no heat? Can you completely trust the shelf life, right? Can you eliminate any doubt that you are making the very best medicine? So shelf life is everything when it comes to peace of mind that you're creating a product that will be, you know, the most effective for helping the people that you love or the people that you don't know that you're making medicine for. So again, I'm not saying this, I'm not saying all of this to discount any of the beautiful medicines you may be already making. I am so grateful for the exponential increase in availability and medicine making that is happening right now. Wow. I mean, what's happening right now with this awakening, the calling that's happening, that people are feeling to become medicine makers, what's happening, the awakening that's happening right now will change the health trajectory for so many people. We cannot even see the ripples in our lifetime. So thank you for taking this journey. Thank you for all you do. And, you know, it's like, the thing is, you don't have to know it all. It is so much about embodying deeply a few medicines that you truly love and understand. And so if you've already been making herbal oil and body care stuff for 10, 15, 20 years, I know you've helped a lot of people already. And thank you. We need this. We need herbal medicine now. And I just want to gently let you know that I guarantee in my course, Handcrafted Healing Herbal Oils, that you will learn more about the methods you use, and you will understand how to increase the quality of what you already make. So yeah, and you know, the thing is if you're just beginning your herbal journey, I'm so glad you found your way here. You want to start out firmly on the right foot. Or if you want to increase the quality of what you already do, I would love to help you do that. And it's understanding why you use which method. And again, I just did some free workshops for a couple of methods that most people don't know about. But it is knowing why you use which method for each plant and which part of the plant that gives you the confidence in your herbal medicine, okay? So most of my students for the past 30 years, they are looking for that confidence in what they can make and use. And the word confidence is rooted in the word confide. And to confide in something, it means to trust. And building your herbal medicine confidence, or taking it to the next level, is all about the trust you feel when you give that medicine away. Here is the herbal medicine. When you give it away, do you feel the trust? You trust that it's the very best medicine possible and that it won't go bad because you understand it fully. You understand every step of the way why you did what you did. Not just because it's what you've always done, but what is behind each step of the way. So I feel so passionate about this. The oils, they're exciting. They seem relatively easy. You can have results right away. And so we're at this point now where it's time to just up-level it a little. And so I just want to say, keep up the good work, everyone. We need you. We need the herbal medicine makers. Oh my gosh, we are on the verge of making a huge evolutionary shift, right? For those of us that had the cultural disruption and weren't raised with herbal medicine as the main proactive way of our healthcare, you being here, you are part of this transformation that is in full swing at this moment. It's so incredible, so humbling to see what is happening right now. All the medicine making. It's just, wow, it blows my mind, really. You know, when I started 30 whatever years ago, it was like a desert. It was really out there, and there were very few reflections that it was something sane to do. And I'm so grateful for what's happening now. And so I just want to tell you that I'm closing enrollment for Handcrafted Healing Herbal Oils online course soon. So I can get in there and help all my students be making the most, at being successful at making the highest potency extraction of their oils. And there is some really good herbal learning online, but when it comes to understanding the oils, the piles of conflicting videos on herbal oil how-tos is not where you're going to learn to understand why you should do what, when, okay? So again, I'm not saying that you aren't already making really good medicines, but if you get into class and I don't increase your understanding of and quality of what you're already making, it's money back guarantee, okay? So also this course is absolutely for beginners. It's good to get started with this piece in place, and there are lots of brand new herbal newbies that are in class that love what they're learning. So this is what's happening. That's pretty much it. I just want to tell you that there's another level that's not out there yet. It's kind of like, nobody knew about elderberry syrup, and then all of a sudden, boom, everybody started. It's the same thing with the herbal oils right now. Everybody's starting to become more and more aware. And so I am just all about, let's know why we do what we do for every step of the way, and let's really make the best medicine possible, right? So that's it. And you could shut this off now. Or if you want to stick around and hear one of my personal experiences that oils played in my life, and I'll tell that. So many years ago, I was in a very bad car accident. It totaled my truck. And when you looked at that truck, it was like, wow, sorry for that person. You know, it was like, you do not think that the person survived. And that was me. I was the only person in my truck. And I was in an accident where I was hit with a Mack truck head on. My truck was totaled, and I'm still here. But it was one of those experiences where, you know, when they talk about, you know, time standing still, you know, where a few seconds like just went like this, and all of a sudden I was in this space of like, I could just see this, everything just stopped. And it was like, whoa, I'm in this square of space, and here everything is happening, but it's all really still. And I really couldn't, you know, I was just in this very still floating space, and there was an angel right here, and it was all just like, whoo, you know. And then all of a sudden I was back on the scene with all the chaos, but there was, prior to that, it was this incredible, I can tap right into that moment of stillness. It was so clear. So it's amazing. There was no blood, nothing was broken, but there was a lot of damage. And the main thing is I was holding on to the, you know, steering, and the force like ripped my wrists. And all the nerves in my wrists were damaged. I couldn't open a door. I couldn't lift it. I couldn't, you know, turn a door handle or open a can or, you know, anything. My wrists were wasted. And so at that point, I had been making oils probably about 10 years, I think, right around 10 years. And so I had a lot of oil. And my herbal oils, they played a huge role in my healing. And I was really blown away. I mean, I had had a lot of experiences and stories. I had been practicing massage for about 10 years by then. But the way they helped me, it was just like, wow, they put a rope around my life and just said, you are an oil person, you know. And I've just been on the herbal oil road ever since. And I just feel so passionate about this one herbal medicine because of how much it helped me, and the stories, the hundreds of stories I have from my students and the children of my students, how they all use oils. Oh my gosh. So I want the oils to be in your life, in your household, in your community, so that people have this remedy. And it's why I created a course to kind of, I don't know, break up the haze and give you the confidence that comes with being mentored in this art, so that you can know what it feels like to make the very best oil and know why you're using the methods that you're using. And you're already probably having really good success. And in class, I have lots of advanced medicine makers that are just like, wow, okay, yeah, this took it to the next level. And I have a lot of very beginning people that are like, wow, I'm really glad I learned this first. So that's it. Thanks for listening. And here is to the honoring of our herbal medicines and the healing they bring, and evolving into a culture that loves and honors the earth and the medicine she provides. And blessings on the herbal medicines you make and the people you help. And yeah, let's do this. And if you have any questions, you can always reach me at support@livingawareness.com. I'd be happy to help you, you know, figure out where you're at in all this. And yeah, take good care.